Welcome back to the channel, friends. It is great to be here, and I hope you're doing well. So today we're going to be running some more Cubed and Dangerous. However, you're probably noticing something just a little bit different. That's right, my friends. This is no longer the demo version. This is, in fact, the pre-release version. So we're showcasing it here today. We're going to hop on into a new campaign. The first thing I'm noticing right now, a new soundtrack. I'm digging it. It's more intense. It's more like action-packed. Just like this game, I'm loving it. So let's pop on into a new campaign. And what do you know? So it looks like there are some new classes added here, and you need achievements to get them unlocked. I like it. I think it makes a lot of sense. You start with the gunslinger. Obviously, we're going to start with that, but let's just take a look at a few of these. Complete level 2 in any campaign run. All right. Complete level 5 in it. Level 5. So in the demo version, there was only 2 levels. Now we have 5. Amazing. Complete Act 3. I like that. Complete Act 2. Okay. Destroy 200 decorations. Destroy 2,000 enemies. Destroy 6,000 enemies. Excellent. So, there's stuff to work toward, right? Definitely stuff to work toward. So let's go, obviously, with the gunslinger here. Let's go as far as we can and just kind of see what can get unlocked here. So let's go. Gunslinger. Open for combat. Alright, so a new map. So we have a smash and grab on the left with an epic weapon, and we have a bunch of commons here on the right. Let's just see what the leftward path reveals to us. We have some epics, we have some rares, not seeing any legendaries, okay. So how about the rightmost path? Okay, we have legendary gear right there. We have an epic perk, we have epic armor, so we could actually go here and then to here if we don't like. We have a quiet town there. Legendary weapon. Yeah, so we got to take the rightmost path, and we actually have to just hang it to the right here. So let's go. Search and destroy. Let's go. All right, so like I said, this is the pre-release version, right? So this is going to be closer, much closer to the full release version of the game. The full release is scheduled for August 1st, which is right around the corner here, my friends. So wishlist this game if you're enjoying the content here, and get it for yourself. Try it for yourself. This game is a blast. Quite literally a blast. And I think you will enjoy it if, action-packed, run-and-gun, looter-shooter type games is your style. Absolutely. This is definitely not a title to overlook. So give it a shot. We've got plenty of runs here of this game on the channel. Mostly we've been playing the demo, but like I said, we're into the pre-release version now. So let's check what our little vendor friend has here. Forge item. Obviously, we don't really have any items worth forging, do we? No, I'm just going to save the old gold here. Driver pistol. How about that? Do we pick that up? Yeah, let's do it. Might as well. It's cheap. And to be honest, I haven't used the driver pistol before. I'm looking forward to kind of seeing what's different in the pre-release version here. I'm noticing just like improved audio, right? Improved sound. Looks like this is a new enemy. I haven't seen that guy before. Okay, so cool. The development team, Ace High Arcade. Shout out to those guys. Awesome guys. They have added some new enemies. Wonder if we're going to get some new gear. Looks like this guy's glowing blue. What does that mean? Does that mean he's like elite or something? Does he drop anything? He does. He drops some experience. Okay. We'll certainly be taking advantage of that. Forgot for a moment I had the swarm missiles. And obviously we want to do stuff toward the metagame, like destroying these decorations and, of course, enemies as well. Right? So a little more incentive maybe to hang around just a little bit, but still got to watch the escalation bar on the right there. Not to mention busting up these enemies should be a little easier with better armaments, right? Let's do some swarm missiles here. And okay, so they're starting to get in on us. The armor is down just a little bit. However, it's restoring. All right, let's get out of here before we start taking health damage. All right, we're out. Got some interest. Got items collected. Experience gain. New run record combo 78. All right. Excellent. All right, let's see what kind of loot we have here. We have a wizard hat, and we have a common perk. I like how the sound kind of comes forefront, and then it kind of fades into the back when you're in menus and stuff. That's a nice touch. Let's check out our perk, though. We have 10 energy, 10% tougher armor, and knockback resistance. I will do tougher armor here for sure. And here's the pistol we purchased, of course. The driver pistol, 16 damage, pierces 1. So these don't have any piercing at all. So the driver pistol is indeed the superior handgun, for sure. Then we have the wizard hat, plus 30 energy and energy recharge. Is that better than the baseball cap? Extra knockback. And energy is running. It's also things like drones. I think we can hold on to the wizard hat for now. Let's sell the pistol. Check out what the shop has. We have some spiked heavy armor, plus 300 armor. Wow, plus 300 armor. A health pack that we don't need. Champion's belt, larger area, and knockback. Let's go with the spiked heavy armor. Absolutely. Lovely. So they must have changed up the armor system just a little bit in this. Maybe they made bigger numbers. We'll kind of see. We have 480 armor, though. That's what the game's telling me right here. And then shield gain, shield. Okay. So I wonder if they changed the armor mechanic just a little bit. By the way, this game feels smoother. It just feels better. I'm really liking it. Really liking the pre-release so far. Alright, got some gold there. So let's get to battle. So 25 shield, right? 105 health. I wonder what armor, like how armor plays into it. Maybe it's like how durable your shield is. Maybe something like that. Maybe it's a mechanic we can kind of figure out as we go here. Alright, so in this world here, my friends, we do have a legendary piece of gear. Looking forward to that. Wondering if there's been some new gear added. Super excited. So let's go. Let's stay alive. Let's run and gun. Let's loot and shoot. Just wielding some dual pistols, right? Swarm missiles away. Let's go. This game just feels good. You know, if you like games like this, they're, you know, top-down shooters, third-person shooters, I suppose you could call them. There's some games that don't feel great. This game feels really good, right? It's just smooth. Like, the motions are smooth. I've mentioned a physics system previously. I mean, that's definitely in play here. And like I said, it feels good. It's a good feeling game. It's got obviously a lot of attention and skill put in by the development team, right? You can tell that they've spent some time play testing this and just testing it, making sure that the movements and the overall feel is optimal for what you're doing. So you gotta appreciate that. Looks like those glowing blue dudes drop health sometimes. That is good to know. I think they're certainly worth killing. Now let's get out of here. All right, items collected 3. Let's see what legendary we have in store for us today. Let's go. First legendary of the pre-release run. What do we have? Achievement completed. Cube in training. Okay. Centurion, we have the Portal Harvester. That's armor. Okay. All right, well, let's see what that does. Let's get our perk figured out first. Shorter clip reload, shield recovery. Let's do shield recovery for sure. Alright, so Centurion, plus 20% to all damage, plus 250 armor. That's obviously a much better helmet than what we have on, so let's get it on. That means we can sell the wizard hat, we can sell the baseball cap, we can sell the light armor, Portal Harvester, plus 75 armor, plus 22% max health, and then plus 220 armor, plus 27 heal each level. Wow, okay. Yep, not a question in my mind, we're going with that. Awesome, great, excellent. Railgun, do we want the railgun? I think I'm good. Looks like maybe some of the pricing has been balanced a little bit. Pricing just kind of feels like it's lower on some of this stuff. Find 30% more money. Is that worth it? What do we have here? Plus 20 health. I think we can just stick with what we have. No need to really waste cash. So we're going to stick right here. In fact, what we can do is we can stock up some cash, go into the quiet town, and splurge. So let's go to another search and destroy mission here. We got to defeat a target amount of enemies and collect all the loot. So let's go. Okay, so we get ambushed right away. I see what you're doing there. Alright, let's go. Alright, first piece of loot has been secured. You gotta watch out for these guys. Those guys are very strong. At least their attack is very strong. They basically call like a satellite beam on you from the high heavens. And you gotta be careful. You don't want to get caught backtracking, because they'll make you pay, like I almost did right there. Yeah, they doubly got me there. Wow. I was trying to get my special swarm missiles to fire off there, and just didn't quite go as planned. Well, that's alright. Let's see if we can just take out a few more of them while we're here. And ultimately, I need to get 6,000 kills to get a character unlocked, so won't hang around too long, but, you know, we'll put a little focus on it. Those guys are, of course, heavy armored, the gray ones. Alright, looking good. Got a whole bunch of loot there, and what do we have for us? An epic perk for sure. So what is said epic perk? Get a crown, rusted pot, steel-toed boots. That might be a shoe upgrade for us. Well, let's check out the perk first. 40% damage while fully shielded. Okay, fully shielded. Plus 50% damage while under 50% health. Clips are 20% larger, 10% shorter clip reload. I like that. We're going to go with that. Crown. That is all about shield and shield recovery. We're good. A rusted pot plus 150 armor. I mean, I like the look, right? Looks good, but obviously not better than the Centurion. Steel-toed boots plus 340 armor. Yeah. It's not even close. We'll throw that on all day, every day. Let's check the shop here real quick. We have $1,600 in the bank. So let's go to the Quiet Town and see if maybe we can hit up their forge, upgrade our portal harvester. It's actually got some good modifiers on it, where we're adding health and armor and things of the like. Alright, so what do you have for us? Blunderbuss. Okay. Sandwalkers. Move 6% faster, plus 18% escalation time. Moving faster, finding some more cash. I think, let's go into the forge and just see what the pricing is. Portal Harvester for 1101. This is probably the only long-term item that we're currently have equipped. So let's go ahead and upgrade it. Boom. Heal plus 2 each level. Okay, so we're getting like increased healing per level, more max health, and more armor. Yeah, this is definitely worth upgrading for sure. Portal Harvester. You gotta love it. Alright, are there any other NPCs around here? Otherwise, I can consider the rest of the cash I have sort of expendable. Yeah, here's another one. Lightning Armor Name Maker, so that's new. Plus 20% health. You are 10% bigger, plus 20% to all damage. You are 10% bigger. I wonder if that will physically make your sprite larger. We have a burst railgun here, or a honed laser. Another forge. Swarm missiles, steel-toed boots. None of these are really worth upgrading. Do we go with the burst railgun? Yeah, let's do it. Let's go with the burst railgun. Oh man, that was the cash I needed to get my Centurion helmet upgraded. That's alright. We'll be seeing another forge for sure. Suppose there was the blunderbuss that we could have maybe invested in as well, but let's go with the burst railgun. I have not used it before, so we're going to try it out. Let's go. And obviously, a quiet town is a quiet place. It's usually a place of commerce, so take advantage of that when you can. And keep in mind that there's usually multiple vendors. Alright, burst railgun. And a driver pistol. Let's go. No real cash to speak of. It looks like we do have a boss fight here, but we do get a legendary weapon upon completion. But a challenging elite mini boss. And it looks like we have, is that the Chuck twins? I do believe so. So let's go. How about this burst railgun? Okay. I can get down with that. I can get down with that. I like that. The Chuck twins. Ah, the old greet and toss. Yes, indeed. All right, Mr. Chuck twin, let's go. Let's spray and pray, baby. Let's go. Kind of keeping my distance just a little bit. Don't want to get swallowed up in the madness. Let's grab some gold, though. So obviously these guys are adept at throwing boulders at you, right? That's just kind of what they do. And I am adept at staying alive, at least so far. The burst railgun feels pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I'm liking this weapon. Alright, Chuck twin. Looks like we got one trying to flank me. Let's get some swarm missiles away. Let's go. I like the swarm missiles. I mean, they're a pretty basic accessory, right? A pretty basic tactical weapon, but I feel a little more cozy in that it clears the enemies surrounding me. In this game, you will often find yourself surrounded, so we'll take it. All right, so we got a mini Chuck there. These new green guys with the lanterns. I wonder what they do. I'm going to have to check the creature compendium after we're done here. We can check that together. All right, Chuck twin, where you at? I've been killing your cronies. Looks like you're running from me. You scared? Let's dodge the boulder. I like the way the burst railgun pierces through. In fact, I think this fight would be much more difficult without it. All right, Mr. Chuck twin, let's go. You're going down. You know you are. Achievement completed. Partners in defeat. Okay. Give him the 1-2. We got another. We got 2 achievements there in defeating that boss. Tremendous. Okay, so let's get the loot. Let's definitely secure all of that. Got a whole bunch of stuff there. My goodness. So these mini boss fights, it seems like they're even more worth it than in the demo version. Just more worth completing, and I'm gonna just hang out here for a little bit of time and just destroy some of these enemies, you know, enjoy the nice burst railgun. Destroy 2,000 enemies. So looks like we have 668 kills, I do believe, so far. We got another achievement, just keep shooting. I mean, I have been holding down my both fire buttons pretty much this entire one. So let's call that a run there. All right, good interest there. We've got a bunch of experience and 5 items, including a legendary weapon. Cube on a roll. That is right. We are on a roll. Let's go. We got the heavy ordnance. Yes. Yes, I love the heavy ordnance. One of my favorite weapons in this game, the heavy ordnance, and the game is just hooking me up with it. I think my last 3 runs I've gotten a heavy ordnance. So you throw that on. If you ever get that, just throw it on and just don't even look back. Let's get our perks figured out. Scavenger health or tougher armor. Let's go with a health upgrade. Max health and max shield. Okay. So it seems like some of these perk options are different. I like that. Grants 1 free forge. Okay. Wow. Or you can go 10%. No, we're going with the forge. For sure. We got to go with the forge. Now, I wonder, does that... Can you use that? It's probably just like your next visit. Let's go with the health for sure. So we can do this. We should be able to do it for free. Yeah, look, 0. Okay, excellent. So I could do portal harvester or heavy ordnance. Let's go with the portal harvester because it'll be more expensive. Way more expensive. So let's do that. What do we get? So we're getting some crit chance on it now. More max health. 320 armor now. Healing 40 each level. Okay, so that armor is very strong and it's keeping us alive in a big way. Weapons have 30% larger area, 20% knockback. Do I like that? Find more cash. I think I'm going to save my money for the next quiet town. Burst railgun can get us there. But yeah, we got the heavy ordnance now. Can definitely help us deal some damage. And we have the potion of charisma. Purchases 10% cheaper. Sales are 20% more lucrative. Maybe I need to start just stocking up some gear in the old backpack to see what we can do. Looks like we're going to get some gear here. It's going to be common, but it can be sold. So it's going to pair well with the potion of charisma. So maybe what we do is we take this out. We roll into the boss. Do our best to win. And then we throw on that potion of charisma and just make some big sales. We'll, of course, have to see what level 2 looks like. But let's get into the second to the last level in this act. Let's go. All right, here we go. Here we go. Getting on me right away, are ya? Actually, I do wanna take a peek around, because usually there's like money when you start. Not seeing any though. All right, let's go. All right, let's go. That's a nice effect there. The heavy ordnance destroys the ground that it explodes on. It makes a lot of sense too, because that is a big warhead, my friends. Looks like the blast radius has been reduced a little bit. I think that's a sensible change. It makes sense. Like, it definitely makes sense. I understand why you did that. Okay, so we got the box mimic here. Let's take them out. These guys are very, very tanky. Search and destroy. Here we go. Seems like the heavy ordnance has been maybe nerfed just a little bit too. Also makes sense. That weapon was a boss destroyer in the demo version for sure. It's still my favorite. It still is. Alright, so we got one of these glowing guys. Let's see if he drops anything. Doesn't look like he did that time, but... Oh, no, never mind. Health pack right back there. He must have gotten knocked back a lot by the burst railgun. That's certainly a possibility. Alright, we are in dangerous territory here. But I'm feeling a little more like just living life on the edge in this particular one. Let's go. Alright, the escalation bar is up. So this actually isn't good at all. So we gotta hurry up and get out of here before... I don't know if we had a lessened escalation bar. I guess I wasn't paying attention, but we gotta be careful. Definitely gotta be careful. The escalation bar is a terrifying thing to have expire on you. So let's get the last piece of loot. Let's get the bonus loot. And let's get out of here if we can. Okay, yeah, we do. So you see, if you saw those spiky green guys right there, my friends, those are the ones that come out when the escalation bar expires. So be careful. We got out of there just barely. And maybe, honestly, the development team nerfed the, stormtroopers of time a little bit. I think that also makes sense. Give the player a fighting chance. Alright, so a bunch of common gear as expected. 10 energy, 10% tougher armor, clips are 10% larger. We are rocking a lot of armor. Let's go with the armor. So heavy armor, steel belt, plus 10 energy, 242 armor. I'll take that over the plus 20 health for sure. Weapons firing faster. Alright, we're looking good. We're just going to stock up some stuff in our backpack here and then use this. I mean, you get 20% more on your sales. Hard to turn that one down. Let's check. What does an upgrade look like? 2342 for the heavy ordnance. We could do that. But I think I'm okay seeing what the next map looks like if we can get there. Now, are we properly equipped? I think we just have to play good. We have the boss fight, large and in charge. Let's go plus 20% enemy damage, so we got to be careful. In fact, why don't I take a look at the shop here? So what are we looking at for health? I know we took some damage. 117 and 157. Let's buy it. Pretty much fills us up. All right, now let's go. Alright, let's go. Boss fight. The ringleader. Take your time, but be quick about it. Hurry up and wait. Alright, so yeah, he's not responding very well to the heavy ordnance as expected. Alright, so ring around the rosy with this fellow here. We're trying to target that orange block. That was a great hit with the heavy ordnance there. But of course, this guy walls you in too, which can cause challenges. In fact, I just got stopped up on the rock there. So that's scary, but the heavy ordnance is leading the way. It's leading the charge. I'd like to get some more ammunition on the heavy ordnance. Get a couple of shots out of it before you have to reload. But there goes. The heavy ordnance takes him out. On this channel here, my friends, the heavy ordnance has felled many bosses. Add the ringleader to the pile. Let's go. We got some gold. We got some interest. Collected a bunch of items. Gained some experience. And we're on to Act 2. Let's go. Forest for the trees. Got another achievement completed. Just completing a whole bunch of achievements here. Alright, so we got glass plate armor. Glass armor. Does that sound like a good idea to you? I don't think so. Alright, efficiency circuitry. Max energy and energy recharge. You're moving faster. Crack shot. Higher accuracy and crit chance. Moving faster. Do we like that? I gotta go with the accuracy and crit. Plus 12 health. Yep, I'll take that. Energy recharge. Weapons have 15% larger area. Shock for 10 damage when hit. Okay. So that's when you get hit, right? Let's go with the larger area. I like that. Alright, glass plates. Health, shield. Shield recovery. Okay, what else did we get? We got belts, survival belt. I mean, we're not taking off the portal harvester. Gun drones, we're not taking off the heavy ordnance. So it looks like the shop did refresh in a certain way here. We're full health. Let's check out what the map looks like. Okay, so we can start things off in a quiet town here. So that means I could sell the contents of my inventory. We could go in here and, you know, spend some cash. Otherwise, we have some rares here. We have an epic potion here and then a few rares. This boss fight, well, mini boss, I should say. Epic. What I like to do is I like to scout the legendaries. In fact, on this rightward path, we have 2 quiet towns. 3 quiet towns, actually. Legendary weapon here. We kind of need a legendary weapon, right? I mean, we do have the heavy ordnance, but... So here's a legendary piece of gear. Is there any way we can get them both? We cannot. Okay. So legendary gear or legendary weapon, we have to make a choice. I mean, 2 quiet towns. I think I'm going to go with the legendary weapon. I think it's more of a priority. I mean, we're still rocking a driver pistol. So let's go ahead with the quiet town here. In fact, what I want to do first, let's go with the potion of charisma. Let's use it. And let's go ahead and just sell all this stuff. It's mostly a bunch of junk, but we did get some cash. That's what you want to see. Alright, so let's go to the map. Let's go to the quiet town. See if we can get maybe another upgrade to our portal harvester. Sometimes these vendors sell legendary gear too. So maybe we can strike a deal. Of course you can destroy the snowman. Alright, what do you have? He's got a blaster beam that's 3 stars, selling for just a little under $1,400. Knockback, firing faster, and base crit chance. So the blaster beam is an incredible weapon. It does a ton of damage. We do kind of low-key have a kit that increases, ammunition. So it's not a terrible choice. It really isn't. But first and foremost, let's just see what else is available here. Blaster beam is certainly a very strong weapon. It just shoots a little slow and it takes a little while to reload, but it pulverizes the enemy. What else do we have here? Driver pistol, grenade launcher, home laser. Okay, nothing really going here. That's okay. Makes my choice ultimately easier. There's got to be another vendor. Here's some gold. Certainly be taking that. Absolutely. All right, here's another one. Let's see. What do you have, pal? Burst railgun, chain gun. Chain gun for looks like $9.75 or $8.75. I can't tell my recording bar. It goes right over that spot on the screen. All right, let's go with the blaster beam. I mean, absolutely. Why wouldn't I? Blaster beam. Thank you. Pleasure doing business with ya. Forge item. I think the heavy ordnance needs some love. Fires faster. Okay. So that's good. Certainly take that. We actually have 2 more forges to use if we want to. So we'll get my portal harvester upgraded again. I think it's doing a good job of keeping us alive, but our heavy ordnance does need some love as well. Let's hit the heavy ordnance again. Shorter clip reload. Okay, so that's very good for the ordnance for sure. The one drawback is it takes a while to reload, right? $16.74, so that's out of our price range now. The Centurion helmet, though. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to save my cash. Though we could go chain gun here and just move off of the burst railgun. Go chain gun and heavy ordnance. Or sorry, chain gun, heavy ordnance, and a blaster beam, I should say. Maybe we could do that. Otherwise, there is another quiet town. I think I'm going to save my cash. I'm going to save my cash. Got a saw blade launcher. Okay. Must have picked that up randomly. Fires 33% faster, 17.12 damage. I mean, I think we have our new kit. Pierces 5. Got 2 ammo. Yeah, we're going to throw both of these on. Heavy ordnance looking intimidating now. Got full health. Turret kit, spiral, forge. Nope, we're good. And we do have the potion of charisma on yet, so let's go ahead and sell these. And let's proceed onward to... So we want to hang right. We want to keep right. If we go to this mission here, we're not going to be able to get back right where our legendary weapon is. So let's go ahead and just hang right. Smash and grab. Let's go. Epic perk, and then we'll be in another quiet town. All right, so there's our saw blade launcher, right? It's got good pierce, and then here's the blaster beam. Boom. Just a giant laser. Love to see it. It's just one of those weapons that you love to see do its thing, you know? Except for poison gas and flamethrowers hurt. Just in case you didn't know. Alright, so we got some decorations down. We got 61 of 200 down for the achievement. I think that actually might be a character. Maybe it's an achievement. The blaster beam just melts these smaller mobs with a little effort. It really does. The portal is open, but there's still loot on the field. I'm not in the business of leaving loot behind, so we're definitely going to secure it. Then we're going to get out of here, hopefully in one piece. Heavy ordnance starting to gain in strength and fire rates, right? All good things. All right, so we have a little over a minute to escape the level. Gotta love that blaster beam. The blaster beam is just fun to use. It's just like, it zaps enemies out of existence. All right, let's go. Let's get around the old rock bend here. Oh, left an experience bonus on the board. That's not good. That's all right, though. That's all right. All right, what do we have for our loots in that one? Pistol, flamethrower, assault rifle, and an epic perk. Let's see what we have for the epic perk. Heal plus 10 each level. Goes really well with our portal harvester, doesn't it? Clips are 20% larger, 10% shorter clip reload. And then bartering. Purchases are cheaper and sales are more lucrative. I'm going with munitions. It works really well with our blaster beam. In fact, it'd be great to get 3 ammo, maybe 4 or 5, right? I think that is the future state. The ideal future state for this particular build. So let's sell all of this stuff. And we have another quiet town here before us. Clips are 22% larger. Weapons pierce plus 1 extra enemy. Plus, it has a modifier on it. What are we rocking again? This gives us armor and energy. I kind of like the bandolier. I'm going with it. Do we have 3 ammo on this thing yet? Yeah, 3 ammo. Excellent. That's exactly what we need. All right, let's go to the quiet town. Let's roll. All right. So, what do you have, bud? Chain gun, assault rifle, grenade launcher, spiral laser, forge. Okay, so we could get the portal harvester. Actually, no, we couldn't. Maybe we can find a gold pickup. Let's definitely be on the lookout, but otherwise, it looks like heavy ordnance. Silver shotgun, driver pistol, explorer armor, 3-star. Looks like the pricing is the same between the vendors for forging. That'd be cool if they had like a master forger that does it for real cheap. And you're not guaranteed to get it in every quiet town, right? It just comes up randomly, like maybe 10% of the time. But every now and then, you get the master forge, the master smith. Or maybe he can give you like 2-star level ups or something. So I'm not seeing any gold on the field, so we can't do the portal harvester. However, we could do the ordnance yet again. We could give it the old tink tink. You know what I'm saying? Either that or... let's do it. 30% shorter clip reload. I mean, that's really good. And we have 3 shots on it now. Okay, I'm liking it. I think it's a much more effective weapon than when we first got it. All right, so we're pretty much cleaned out on gold, but let's continue on our trajectory here. Search and destroy. All right, free loot. Definitely not going to be complaining about free loot. Here's some gold. All right, 168 gold in the bank. Alright, so here's the loot right here. And those little wizard dudes, they actually heal the enemy. So you kind of want to take them out, especially if you're fighting more bulky units, more durable units, right? Definitely want to take them out. And of course, the blaster beam does a pretty darn good job of that. So this is a nice 1, 2, 3 combination here on the door. Okay, so we walked into an explosive barrel there. Interesting. Let's collect these. Got some gold here as well. Another one down here. Got some ammo. Combo 117 and counting. Let's keep rolling here. Alright, so is this 3, 2, 1? It sure is. I like it. Alright, a couple more pieces of loot, and then we're on out of here. Still having full health, which is great, right? That's great. Alright, last piece of loot is back here. And so is the portal. What do you know? We get some health packs too. Very nice. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, starting to build our cash reserves here. Again, 6 items collected there. Let's see what they are. Let's go. Assault rifle, champion's belt. We got the sheriff's Stetson. Heavily armored boots, hazard gloves, and a perk. Okay, so for the perk, we have energy recharge, +2 shield, shorter clip reload. Let's go with that. And let's check assault rifle. Obviously, we can sell that. Sheriff Stetson, energy, shield, higher accuracy, and shorter clip reload. Over 20% damage, no thank you. Champion's belt, larger area and knockback. I like the clips being 22% larger. That's great. Heavily armored boots. You're moving slower, but you have tougher armor and more armor. I kind of like the move speed where it's at. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to sell it. Less trap damage. I'm going to sell these two because we need some cash. I will hold on to the extendo mag for the boss fight, though. How about the forge? It's getting a little expensive. Is there another... There is another quiet town here, but I think we have to forego it. Yeah, we have to forego it for our legendary weapon, but that's okay. That is okay. Elite and powerful. Let's go. We got the super droid here, the drone, I believe it's called. Let's go. Omega drone. Yep. All right, let's go. See how he likes the ordnance. And how about the blaster beam? We're rocking a pretty tough combination drone. I don't think you want to mess with me. Just don't think you want to mess with me, man. Blast radius on those barrels has been seemingly increased. I think it makes sense. Okay, so we got some more drones dropping from the sky. Droned out. Achievement has been completed. Yeah, we sure took them out. Alright, so we got some health packs. We got some gold. We got some loot, of course. So let's collect it and, of course, get out of here. I think we're at like the 1400 mark as far as kills go. Got to get to 2000. Interesting that the enemies go through the portal now, and that's cool. Like when they're lined up with the portal, they will just go through it on their pursuit of you. I think that's a nice little touch. All right. So we're starting to gain some gold back here, my friends. And that is excellent. Exactly what you want. All right, we got a glass of bauble, energy drink, a couple of perks, and some light armor. Clips are 10% larger. Purchases 5% cheaper. Shorter clip load. Shorter clip reload, I should say. Let's go with scavenger. 40% damage while fully shielded. Weapons firing 15% faster. Take 30% less trap damage. Let's go single-minded. Extendo mag is great. Glass bauble. Plus 10 shield. Recover plus 1 shield per second. Last 2 levels. Okay. Energy drink. More energy recharge. And we're moving faster. I like that as well. Alright, so let's go to a search and destroy mission. And then we have a legendary weapon. at our fingertips in the next one. You don't want to look too much ahead, but I just get excited by legendaries. And frankly, you should too. The legendaries are always exciting. What if we get double blaster beams? Okay, so we got a lot of large units in this one. It's like Giant World from Mario 3. Big Island. World 4. Alright, so a single piece of loot has been secured. I'm seeing something on this map here. It's a switch. Alright, so I got some boulders coming at me. Just dodging boulders here, kind of. Anyways, alright, so we got to go up and to the right. Here's one of these blue glowing guys. Okay, so those guys can take some hits for sure. I was kind of underestimating him, or maybe overestimating my kit. Okay, we got the box mimics. Took just a little bit of health damage there, but I think overall we're still feeling alright. Famous last words, potentially. So that guy is throwing his own allies at me. Interesting. Interesting choice of weapon there, pal. Alright, so let's get the loots. Lots of big guys in that world. They're obviously a little more tanky. Let's get out of here in one piece here. So we got a whole bunch of cash now, which is great. Obviously exactly what we're looking for. Bandana, lucky clover, and a perk. See what the perk is. Crit chance, crit multiplier, larger area. Plus $100 max interest. Earn 5% of cash as extra interest. I mean, we got a lot of cash. Let's do that. Bandana. Sell it. Sell it. And lucky clover. I'm good. I like the Centurion helmet quite a bit, actually. Alright, so into our legendary weapon. Let's go. I'd rather get one for free than buy it in a quiet town for, you know, $2 grand. Alright, get zapped. Let's go. Blaster beam, just doing its thing. Taking them out. Looks like we have some gray boxes there. Some free loot there. We got some gold there. That's great. Definitely take that. Okay, it's 1, 3, 2. Let's go. All right, continuing our way around. Let's just keep rolling here. In fact, I kind of feel like we're in pretty desperate need of a replacement weapon for our saw blade launcher. It just, I mean, I like the piercing effect of it, but it's definitely like it's a distant second when compared to the heavy ordnance or the blaster beam, of course. Alright, let's move. Do have a little bit of health damage here as the enemies get more and more advanced. Nice little triangular saw blade pattern. That's a nice touch. Alright, we got the double loot. The portal is open, but there's still loot on the field. You never know, it could be the legendary, so here's what we have to do. We have to hit the switch. They've definitely upped the puzzles a little bit in this, for sure. That's a nice touch. In the demo version of the game, the puzzles were fairly straightforward, right? Push this button, push that button. All right, we got to get out of here now. Let's go. I'm going to be a little reckless. I'm not going to lie. We do get some health packs there. Just emboldens me to run faster. Gold guy. All right, I got him down. And he does drop a health pack and an extra piece of loot. Let's get out of here. Escalation bar is at maximum, though. So does our end await us? We're going to find out. I'm just going for it. I'm running for it. Let's go. Gotta watch out for those spiky green guys. They come out when the escalation bar. And you see how strong they are. Yeah, you see how strong they are. My goodness. Well, that's what you call screwing around and finding out there, my friends, but what a fun game. I think there's been a lot of solid improvements to Cubed and Dangerous, absolutely. So we got an achievement here, Cube in Training. Complete level 2 in any campaign run, okay. Partners in Defeat. Defeat the Chuck Twins, yes indeed. Give them the 1-2, reach 100 combo in a level. Just keep shooting, reach 200 combo in a level. Cube on a roll. Complete level 5 in any campaign run. Force for the Trees, complete Act 1. Drone to out, defeat the Omega Drone. So we got a bunch of stuff unlocked there. In fact, let's see. So we do have the Brawler and the Zen Master now. Looks like the Brawler's sprite has changed just a little bit. He's a little more pyramid-like, I suppose. I do like it. The Zen Master, I mean, he's looking much more Zen, right? Everything's Zen. Everything's Zen. Gunslinger, your poster boy for the game, of course. Looking forward to getting these other ones unlocked here. We almost had Act 2 complete, but that escalation bar, you just gotta watch it. And also like how it does keep track of how far you are. So 2,000 enemies and 200 decorations. We should be able to get those done in another run here. And that'll be another run that will be going down here on the channel soon. So with that said, my friends, I think I'm going to get on out of here. I sure hope you are enjoying the game. Do keep in mind that this one does drop in full release form August 1st, so add it to your wish list. Give it a look when it comes out. Huge shout out to the Ace High Arcade team. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate working with you. You guys are awesome. And thank you as well to the viewer. I really do appreciate it. You are, of course, the reason I do this. And if you're digging the video, then please give it a like. And also feel free to subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you in the community. So with that said, my friends, I'm going to get on out of here. Thanks so much, and we'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.